Shefflin. Obviously, good to get the win over Clare here after the last 2 games.
Yeah, no, I suppose Neil, that was important. Obviously, it was a poor enough start. Obviously, we changed the team up again slightly. Obviously, that was dictated by some of the personnel coming back onto the field, training field, as I said to you a couple of weeks ago. So, probably slow to start. Clare, obviously, we're moving very well with a slight breeze. But I thought we kind of grinded ourselves back into the game more than anything else. And we probably put ourselves in a good platform then for the second half to move on. And I thought it was a good performance. And obviously, the training has gone fairly well the last couple of weeks, so we were hoping that we would see that, you know.
And of course, you got game time into a lot of players today. I think there's 32 players using the league, but Dahi Burke came back, Ronan Glennon came back. I think they both played about 55 minutes. David Burke got game time as well, which is good to see all those guys getting back onto the field.
Yeah, no, it was important that we didn't get any more injuries as well, because we picked up another few in the last couple of weeks. So obviously you train hard, you're going to pick up those injuries. So, but no, it was good. It was great to see those lads back in the field, and they had that bit of experience, and it's probably easier for some of the newer players to play around them as well. So look, in that sense, it was good, and I don't think we've had a major out today as well, which is important.
You mentioned it was 8 points to 1 after I think 14 minutes, but Conor Clooney then went back maybe more deep line role. He had a super game also, hadn't he? 5 points in play.
Yeah, no, he played very well, and he linked up the play very well as well. It was, I think it was testament. Conor obviously played very well the last day, man of the match. I think, would have been one of our better players the last day. Took the frees very well, and obviously Evan came in and Evan took the frees, but not a bother on Conor, and he just went about his business, I think, which is a great sign, and that's what we're trying to see in that kind of team ethos that you're kind of developing within the players. And I thought they moved the ball fairly well, and they trundled the man in the best position, and obviously we drove some bad wides, yes. But look, to be fair, there was aspects of the game that were pleasing. There's plenty to work on, but look, it was coming down here. Tennis is always a difficult challenge, so it was good to get the performance, especially in the second half.
And the intensity in that second half, it seems to be upped a good bit from the first half.
Yeah, but I think the lads were probably getting up to the pace of it, you know, and they said, look, we trained a couple of times this week, and probably you're pushing the board a little bit to see, can you, obviously we were pretty much out of the league, so you're kind of trying to keep pushing things on a little bit, so you don't know what everyone is doing, but as I said, I thought the lads grind themselves back into it, and it was a very good test today, and we'll hopefully see how things go next week and we move on.
You mentioned obviously next week is against Westmeath. It's the last league game for Galway. There's a nice lead up into that Wexford game. I think it's about 5 weeks between then and the 22nd of April.
5 weeks, yeah. So I said that's probably a little bit long to be fair, you know. So getting to a semi-final is probably the ideal scenario for most teams, I would imagine. So, but look, that's just the hand we're dealt with, and we'll just have to manage that as we go on.
And you have most of the players back in the field now as well. Cathal Mannion still out injured. Will we see him obviously come the first round of the championship?
Well, hopefully come the first round of the championship, yeah. So, but we've a good few. We've picked up another few injuries and stuff like that. Lads coming back, and so we've a 7 or 8 list on the injury list at the moment. So hopefully over the next few weeks they'll all be coming back and mad chopping to get into the action.
Yeah, it was an important win that for Galway after losing 2 home games, irrespective of the league.
Yeah, no, of course it is, because psychologically yourself, you know, no matter what, you put in a couple of losses. I felt Cork wasn't good and we didn't respond well to the sending off. I thought Limerick was better, to be fair, but it wasn't at the level we probably required. And I thought, you know, you're hoping then, because 3 of those is kind of a bit of a what are we doing kind of job, you know. But I said I think, and the players know that themselves, so you're looking forward, and it was going to be always a good test, and you know we'd nothing to really lose today, just go for it, and that's the kind of attitude we brought to the game, and I thought they responded very well. So yeah, in Galway it was a good win for us, and it sets us up okay for next week now.
Dahi came in at centre back as well after returning to centre back, and so he picked off 2 points. He kind of adds a new dimension there, maybe from 6.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It was just important we got Dahi back in. You know, he's only been training a couple of weeks, so, and to be fair, Grode has been performing very well full back. So it was important we got him back into the side, and he probably didn't have to be chasing in the nippy corner forward inside in first day out. So I thought that out midfield, and he got the grips of it. Like, he missed a couple of balls and went over his head at the beginning of the game, but I said, look, players need to be playing games like that. He's been out a long time, so but it was great to have him back, and obviously he's a captain, so it's a good presence inside the dressing room as well.
And Ronan Glennon had a good game in midfield in his return as well. He was on Tony Kelly and he sniped a point from play at the same time.
Yeah, no, look, all those lads are putting in big effort, so if they want to play, and the condition of the pitch was good, and I'm happy enough with all those players. I think everyone put in a big shift, and that's what you require.
all your focus now is on the Leinster Championship. Obviously, you have Westmeath next. How hard is it to change down from the league and put your full focus on the Leinster Championship?
I think it'll be easy enough because everyone looks forward to playing the championship. But for now, our focus is still on training Wednesday night, training Friday night, and going to Westmeath next weekend. And as I said, that was always the case. I think for most teams, that'll be the case. That we'll review the situation then, and we'll plan and we'll look forward to the championship and look forward to the weather getting a bit nicer and getting to Athenry, obviously for the lads. We're in Lochgeorge, the training centre at the moment, back to a nice pitch and stuff like that. So that's all good and all look forward to.
A bit of fine weather, hopefully.
Please God. Thanks, lads.
Henry. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.